Now, motovlogging by itself is not unique on YouTube. It has to follow the same set of rules as every other channel on YouTube, no matter if you're a street performer, or if you're a daily vlogger, or whatever the heck you want to do, whatever kind of channel you want to have on YouTube. These are the rules that people have to follow if you want to see some success. In 1, 2, 3. Now, if you haven't already started a YouTube channel doing motovlogging, or for whatever else reason, I guess the question is, should you do it? Well, the short answer is yes, absolutely go for it. If you think you have a story to tell, or advice to give, or entertainment to provide, then yes, you should start a YouTube channel. Anyways, here we go. This is how to be successful at motovlogging. Grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, pull up a chair, and pay attention. So the first thing you need to do, obviously, you got to have your equipment. What I mean by your equipment is you have to have, obviously, your helmet, your camera, and your audio sorted out. I made a video talking about my motovlogging helmet setup, so y'all can go to my channel videos, find it, check it out. It took me a long time to get my audio dialed in, but I'll touch on that later. There's also other people out there with videos talking about your equipment and setting up your camera and everything like that. There's I know Blockhead's got one that's huge. Let's see, Her Two Wheels, she did one not too long ago. John's Moto Garage with his wife Jackie, they did one talking about their helmet setups and stuff. Big shout out to John and Jackie. You guys are awesome. If you want to make money on this, it's going to be a long grind before you can even try to make money on it. You have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours to get monetized. And that's a pretty big number. So in order to get to that number, you need to get started and start pumping out those videos, which means a lot of experimenting in the beginning to find a style and format that works for your channel. It might take a lot of videos before you get to those numbers, but the experience you gain will benefit you in the long run. You're going to make a lot of mistakes when you first start posting videos, and a lot of your videos are going to suck. My first several videos really did suck. I've actually pulled down a couple of them because they've sucked so bad. The 3 T's. There's actually more to this. You have the title, your thumbnail, and your tags. But you also need to think about your description when you're posting your videos. So when you're uploading, when you're editing your video and you're thinking about uploading it, you need to have these things dialed in as you're going along. You need to think about what your title is, okay? Your title is very important. It has to be searchable. And what I mean by searchable is when somebody goes on YouTube and they're looking for a piece of information, that little search bar up in the corner up there, they're typing in how to ride a motorcycle, and it's going to pull up results. So you need to think about what's in your title. You can't make a video about riding a motorcycle and have it titled, I went out today, showed my friend how to ride my Triumph. That's not going to come up in a search result unless you're looking for those specific words. If you're going to teach somebody how to ride a motorcycle, you need to put in there how to ride a motorcycle, so at least your stuff will get in the search, okay? So the next thing you need to think about, that's your title. Your thumbnail, probably the most important part, or the most important thing to getting people's attention to your video when you post it on YouTube, is your thumbnail. Now you need to really think about this as you're editing it, is have a thumbnail that people, when they're watching YouTube videos and they're looking at that little sidebar with the suggested videos in it, it's got to be a thumbnail that jumps out at them and it makes them want to click on it. So it's very, very important. You got to make sure that your thumbnail grabs people's attention. Okay, let's talk about tags. Tags are when you upload a video to YouTube, you need to put on the bottom of it in tags right there. I think it's when people are doing a Google search or even a YouTube search or something like that, your tags are keywords. So your keywords are what comes up in what people are looking for. Like if I do a video about a 2020 Harley Davidson Street Bob, those individual words are going to be in my tags list when I upload my video. So make sure that your tags are relevant to what's in your video. Don't clickbait stuff, okay? Because watch time is very important. If you clickbait people and they go to your video and it's not about what you put in your title, your description, or your tags, they're going to click off it really fast, and that tells YouTube algorithms that people don't like your video and they're going to stop suggesting it. So let's talk about description. When you put in the description for your video what it's all about, you need to make sure you include what it's about. Don't ramble on about a bunch of dumb crap that has nothing to do with your video. I mean, you can just do whatever the heck it is with your videos once you get to a certain point, probably 20, 30,000 subscribers, because you already have a subscriber base. They're going to click your videos and watch them anyway, so it doesn't matter what's in your tags and your description and stuff like that. So description is very important. Have it relative to your video and what it's about. Now, on to the next point. My back hurts sitting here. This is probably the hardest lesson to learn before you start posting videos, is nobody cares about you. And what I mean by that is if you're going to start doing this, don't get out there and start making videos about your dog or about your drive into work or about what you ate for dinner or how many times you stopped by Starbucks that day. Nobody gives a crap, okay? You're trying to draw people in. And the way to draw people in is to give them information that they're looking for, or education, or entertainment, okay? It all boils down to those three things as far as getting people to come to your channel, subscribe to your videos, and watch the videos. Watch time is very important. So when somebody clicks on your video, your catchy little thumbnail, and they go start watching your video, if you don't keep them entertained, educated, or something like that, they're going to click off your video. Low watch times means less time suggested in the sidebar where it's showing you suggested videos to watch next. As far as other videos that you could do to get some subscribers, some how-to videos. And it doesn't matter how many how-to videos are out there on YouTube. I'm sure there's a how-to video on how to do everything when it comes to a motorcycle. It's already been done 100 times, but maybe the person watching your video likes you better than the other guy. So he might click on this video that's got 100,000 views, not like the guy, click on your video, like you a little bit better, and decide to subscribe to your channel. So go ahead and do how-to videos. It doesn't matter if you make a few mistakes, people will correct you. Posting videos on YouTube is all about it's a learning experience. You can screw up and just keep going. As long as you acknowledge when somebody corrects you in the comments down below. If you're wrong, then just admit that you're wrong and then move on. Say, hey man, thanks for the suggestion. I looked it up. Yeah, you're right. Cool. But let your video stand. Don't pull it down if you made a mistake in it. Just, don't be a dick. That's life's #1 rule. Don't be a dick. Mix fun videos in with substance videos. People will come for the information, stay for the personality, but stay focused on your niche. Don't stray off. When you're in a video doing a how-to about something, don't stop and start paying attention to your cat, what the heck your cat's doing, or your wife comes into the garage and starts talking to you about, her job or something. Nobody cares about that stuff. Stick to the topic. Basically, writing videos don't go with other subjects until you build a following around you as a personality. Take a guy like, I don't know, Do It With Dan. He's been around for years, and he started out, doing motovlogs, riding on a motorcycle and stuff like that. And he's gotten to, I don't even know, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And he's moved on into other things, like working on cars and stuff like that. And that's cool. Do It With Dan's got a huge audience and a huge following, so he can do stuff like that. The bigger YouTube guys can do stuff like that. When you're small, you can't. When you're small, people come to your channel looking for something specific, so give it to them. when it comes to telling stories about things. What gives you the experience and the authority to tell your experience? What your experiences have been. So if you've made mistakes, this one's a big hit with people. If you're not afraid to go out there and talk about riding and your crash or mistakes that you've made, people enjoy that because it lets them know that they're not alone, that they're not the only fool on the planet. Because when we first start riding motorcycles and stuff, we're all foolish. We all do dumb things, and some of us get hurt, unfortunately. But you know, if you if you dropped your bike at an intersection and people laughed at you, and then tell the story, you know, people will get a kick out of that stuff. And because you're being honest and truthful, it's sincere. On to the next. You're going to suck at first. It's a learning experience and you will get better. Publish those videos anyway. People can go back on your channel after you've got a subscriber base. Say you got 20, 30 videos now. People can go back after they've subscribed after your 20 or 30th video and they can watch you grow. They can go back to your first video and go, man, this guy sucked. How did he get any subscribers? But if they're thinking about doing this themselves, it just gives them a little bit of confidence that they can do this themselves. So publish those videos anyways. As long as they're not factually incorrect or they're not putting people at risk by telling things that are factually incorrect, then publish them. Just publish them. Even though I have deleted a couple of my older videos, that's just because they were just freaking terrible and they had absolutely nothing to do with motorcycling. I locked one of them down because I was swearing in it like a lot. And that's just not something I want my channel to be known for. And if that happens to be the gateway video into my channel for somebody that's just coming into my channel, I don't want that to, you know, turn people off from it. So I locked that one down so people wouldn't get that, it wouldn't make a bad first impression when they came to check me out. Each and every motovlogger out there kind of has their own style and their own presentation for it. Once you start doing this, you want to develop your own style and your own way of presenting things. So don't let other people's creative influences lead you astray. By that I mean you don't want to end up copying. Push the other motovloggers back and let your own creative thought process go and kind of steer you in the right direction, because we all want to carve out our own little piece of the pie, and the only way that we can do that is by being genuine and being ourselves. So don't go out there and try to act like, you know, Shade Tree Surgeon or Chase on Two Wheels or Baker X Derek. Just don't try to I don't know, impersonate. Yeah, don't do that. Just be yourself. Let's talk about audio. I touched on this earlier. This is probably the hardest thing to get squared away when you start a motovlogging channel. Your audio is extremely tricky to get nailed down and perfect. So spend a lot of time, try different setups and things like that. If you have a video that's extremely crappy audio, don't even publish it. If it's extremely crappy, don't publish it. If you can still understand what you're saying and it's early on in the game, yeah, put it out there. But I just want to warn you right off the bat, when somebody clicks on your video, bad visuals, yeah, some people will click off if they're terrible. But bad audio, where there's a lot of noise, you can't understand what you're saying, but there's a lot of background noise or something like that, nothing will make people click off faster than bad audio. So get that stuff dialed in. Don't be afraid to spend some money on it, because it's very important. Your audio is very important. I hesitated to make this video, but these are some of the things that I have done myself to help grow my motovlogging channel. And I know I don't publish videos every week sometimes. I basically just publish videos when I feel like it, when an idea is in my head and I feel like I can make a good delivery on it, because I'm not the best speaker. It takes some guts to put videos out there. It takes a lot of guts and courage to put something out there for the world to see, and you to be willing to be accepting of being judged. So this stuff isn't easy. there's some nervousness, some anxiety. You know, before I record every video, I get some anxiety and nervous. You know, it doesn't come natural to me anyways. Maybe it comes natural to other people, but if you're making a video and it's no fun, then scrap it. Start over from scratch. Try a different idea. Remember, write down all your ideas. Put them in your little notes thing in your phone. Do whatever. Keep track of those ideas, because you're going to be grateful. There's going to come a time when you're going to not have any ideas. And you're like, oh man, I want to put out a video today, but I got no idea. Well, pull out your notepad or your phone and pull up some of those ideas to go over. This idea, this is probably 6 months old. So it took me a while to actually get out here and make this video. But remember, have fun doing this. Whether you're going to do this just for fun, or if you're going to do it to try to make a go at it to become, you know, the next big moto vlogger, then just remember, have fun doing it. Because this is no fun when it's no fun anymore. And sometimes it's no fun. You can fall into two categories of people on YouTube who make videos and succeed at it. You have the people who do a lot of research and they learn the tricks of the trades and they apply those tricks of the trades. And the second group of people, they're just naturals. You know, they can speak on camera, they can entertain and educate, and they're just, you know, they're just more natural at it. So it's easier for them. You don't blow up on YouTube by accident. Really, all it takes is one good video. When you put out one good video, then yeah, your channel will start to take off and you're going to feel some pressure to continue that success. But don't let it bring you down, because you don't have to worry about each and every video on your channel being a huge success. It just doesn't have to be that way. Like I said earlier, you got to mix some of the fun stuff in with the stuff that people desire from you. So I think it might start raining. I'm going to get out of here. Everybody who's still here at this point in the video, I want to thank you very much. I hope this helps out some of you guys out there that have wanted to know how to be good at this stuff. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. And we will see you on the next video.